Hey guys, it's Vito Velo Energy Healing. Welcome to my channel. Now, this is going to be a reading for all air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius for the month of June. Now, these messages may not resonate with everyone out there, so please take what resonates with you and leave out the rest. All right, air signs. Let's see what we have for you this month. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What do we have? You know, I feel like this month you're thinking before you react to certain things. Right? You're paying attention to how people act, what they say, what they don't say, especially with someone who could have like Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn energy. Picking up initials like T, V, C, D, M, or R. Of course, they don't have to have those initials. Or just someone who's quiet, hard to read, or keeps a lot to themselves. Okay, this feels connected to something that you started noticing, I want to say around late April into May. But for some of you, this goes back to like last year around August or September when you first started realizing, you know, something felt off or just didn't make sense. You're not jumping into things or reacting the same way anymore. You're watching and you're analyzing everything first. And because of that, you're tired. Okay, not physically, but mentally and emotionally tired from dealing with the same situation. Okay, you've had your guard up for a while now. Especially with someone who's been inconsistent or draining. They could be someone with fire energy, like Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Or they could have initials like B, L, N, J, A, or R. Okay, this could be someone who comes in strong, but then they disappear. Okay, they're very inconsistent and they don't follow through. You're starting to feel like you don't have the energy for this anymore, okay? And you just don't want to keep dealing with it. And honestly, I feel like in this whole situation, there's this tension that keeps going back and forth. It's like nothing can ever just be simple because every time things seem to be okay, something else happens that causes another issue all over again. Okay? This could be someone stubborn, strong-minded, or someone who always wants things their way. Okay, and after a while, it just starts feeling more exhausting than enjoyable because you're constantly dealing with the same old issues over and over. Okay, and I feel like, you know, I think like after dealing with this for so long, you start seeing this whole situation differently. Okay, deep down I feel like you already knew certain things were off, but you're done making excuses for it now. Okay, after a while, all these little things keep happening and now everything is starting to make more sense. Okay, and this ties back to something that happened earlier this year around like March or even last year where something wasn't handled right or wasn't handled with honesty. It feels like there was a lack of balance. Okay, like somebody wasn't putting in the same effort or meeting you halfway, right? And now you're starting to realize all these things, all these little things that, you know, weren't fair about this whole situation. And I feel like this person is a lot more guarded than you think. Okay, that's why they're so hard to figure out sometimes. They keep everything to themselves. Okay, this could be someone with Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn energy. They could have initials like T, V, C, D, M, or R. Or just someone who's very focused on work, money, or their own priorities most of the time. Okay, they don't really say much. They don't rush into things. And they don't open up easily, which is why they're so hard to read sometimes. Okay, it's like you never know what they're thinking. And then between, I want to say like June 9th and the 17th, that's when things start feeling a little different between you and this person. Okay, they start acting more distant. It feels like there's less communication or the communication feels off. They're making less effort. And it's almost like they avoid dealing with things once they start getting too real or uncomfortable. Okay, this is someone who shuts down or pulls away instead of actually talking things through when something's bothering them. Okay, you're definitely going to notice the change. And, you know, after a while, I feel like this whole situation starts bothering you more than you ever thought it would. Okay, it's like you're putting in effort, you're trying to be understanding, you're trying to make this work, but it feels like you're the only one that cares about where this is going. This person can come off very focused on themselves sometimes, and after a while, it starts feeling one-sided, and that starts making you question things. So yeah, of course it's going to start bothering you. And to be honest, I think you're starting to see this person a lot differently too. Okay, this could be someone with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius energy also. They could have initials like G, L, A, S, R, N, or even C. Okay, or someone who, they can come off detached. Maybe they have like a slimmer build. Maybe they're quieter or just hard to fully read. Okay, they act like everything's fine sometimes, but their energy towards you, it just doesn't feel the same anymore. And honestly, I think you've been noticing that for a while now. And before you know it, your mind goes in circles and you start questioning everything. Okay, part of you wants this connection to work out, but another part of you is so scared of getting disappointed all over again. And you just start wondering, how much longer you can keep doing this for. You don't know where this relationship is actually going or if things are ever really going to change. You don't want to waste your time anymore. Okay? You just want clarity and for things to finally make sense. But right now, you're just not getting that. Okay? And by the end of the month, you're worn out from this whole situation. Okay? By June 25th to about June 30th, you're going to feel like you have no more patience or the strength to keep dealing with this anymore. Okay? You're just mentally and emotionally exhausted from trying to keep holding everything together while nothing really changes. Okay? It feels like this person expects a lot, but doesn't always give the same back. And it's starting to get old. Okay? And you're just getting tired of it. All right, guys, that's what I have for you today. If you're enjoying my readings, follow me or subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. If you'd like to book a session, just head over to my website, veloenergyhealing.com, or you can just message me directly. All right, thanks for watching, and until next time, sending you love and light.